The strongest people are gentle and kind. The smallest acts of kindness can create the most profound changes. In a world that often feels harsh and unforgiving, your ability to choose compassion, even when it's hard, is nothing short of a superpower. Imagine the ripple effect of your gentle words and thoughtful actions, spreading far beyond what you can see, touching lives and healing hearts. This book is a celebration of the strength found in gentleness, the power of small acts, and the transformative impact of grace. It's a reminder that every time you choose kindness over harshness, you are not only making a difference in someone's day, but also reflecting the heart of God. Your kindness is a bright light in a world that desperately needs it, and this book will inspire you to let that light shine even brighter. Chapter 1. Choose compassion, even when it's hard. Ephesians 4:32. Yes, compassion isn't just for easy times, it's your superpower when things get tough. Think about it. Anyone can be nice when everything's going well, but you have the incredible ability to show kindness even when you're stressed, when someone's being unfair, or when you disagree with someone. This is where your light shines brightest. When someone's angry or upset, your gentle words can actually heal the situation instead of making it worse. That's not weakness, that's amazing strength. Every time you choose to be kind instead of harsh, you're showing everyone what God is like. His heart is full of mercy, and when you act with compassion, you bring His peace into every situation. The Bible reminds us, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. Ephesians 4:32. Chapter 2, Small Acts, Eternal Impact. Galatians 6:9. Wow, did you know that your smallest acts of kindness can change someone's entire day, or even their life? That smile you give, that encouraging word, that moment when you choose patience instead of frustration, these might seem tiny to you, but they can be exactly what someone else needs. Think of kindness like throwing a stone into water. The ripples spread out farther than you can see. What seems small to you might be a lifeline to someone who's struggling. God notices every single kind thing you do. He treasures those who act with justice, love mercy, and walk humbly. When kindness flows naturally from your heart, you're showing His love to others, and that always matters. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Galatians 6:9. Keep going. Your kindness is making a difference. Chapter 3. The strongest people are gentle. Matthew 5:5. Amazing truth. Real strength isn't about being the loudest or toughest. The strongest people are those who have power, but choose to use it gently. Think of it as strength under control. You could react with anger or force, but instead you choose grace and gentleness. Jesus was the most powerful being ever to walk the earth. He could calm storms and heal diseases. Yet He chose gentleness with people. He spoke softly to the hurting. He welcomed children. He showed compassion to those everyone else rejected. You can be a powerful force for good without raising your voice or fighting back. Your gentle strength can move mountains that harsh words never could. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Matthew 5. Being gentle doesn't mean being weak. It means being truly strong in the ways that matter most. Chapter 4. Let your kindness be contagious. Matthew 5:16. Kindness spreads. Just like a cold can pass from person to person, your kindness can start a chain reaction that travels far beyond what you see. Think about it. Your kind word might give someone the courage to be kind to someone else. Your thoughtful action might inspire others to start looking for ways to help. You could be the spark that lights up someone's darkest day. People might forget exactly what you said or did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. When you leave kindness behind wherever you go, you're creating a trail of light that others will follow. Jesus said, "Let your light so shine before men." Matthew 5:16. Your kindness is a bright light in this world, so shine brightly and watch how it spreads. Chapter 5. Give grace, not just when deserved, but when it's needed. Romans 5:8. Here's something incredible. True grace isn't something people earn. It's a gift freely given. Think about how God treats us. He doesn't wait until we're perfect to love us. He loves us right now, exactly as we are. You can do the same amazing thing. Kindness means offering people good things even when they haven't earned it. It's easy to be nice to people who are nice to you, but the real power of grace shows up when you're kind to people who aren't being kind back. That's the kind of love that changes hearts and transforms lives. The Bible tells us, but God demonstrates his own love toward us, in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. Wow! Before we did anything to deserve it, God showed us the ultimate kindness. You can change someone's world today by giving grace exactly when it's needed most. Chapter 6. Live a life that preaches kindness without words. Titus 2:7. Your actions speak so much louder than your words ever could. When you help someone who's struggling, listen to someone who's hurting, or simply smile at someone who looks sad, you're showing them what Jesus is like without saying a single word. You might not realize it, but people are watching how you live. Your everyday kindness can open doors that no sermon could. Your compassion can soften hearts that arguments couldn't reach. Your gentle actions might be exactly the gospel message someone needs to see today. In all things, showing yourself to be a pattern of good works. Titus 2:7. You don't have to be perfect. Just be authentically kind, and your life will preach a powerful message everywhere you go. Chapter 7. The kindness you sow will grow. Galatians 6:7. Exciting news. Every single act of kindness you do is like planting a seed. And guess what? Seeds grow. You might not see results right away, just like you don't see a seed sprouting underground, but something beautiful is happening. Don't get discouraged if your kindness doesn't seem to make an immediate difference. Some seeds take time to grow. Keep planting those seeds of compassion, mercy, and love. God promises that eventually they'll produce an amazing harvest. Whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. Galatians 6:7. When you sow kindness, you'll reap kindness too. Maybe not right away, but definitely at the right time. Keep planting those seeds. A beautiful garden of goodness is growing from your efforts. Chapter 8. When you don't know what to do, be kind. 1 Corinthians 16:14. We all face confusing moments when we just don't know what to say or do. When you're stuck in one of those situations, here's your perfect solution. Choose kindness. Even when you can't fix someone's problem, your compassion brings light to their darkness. Kindness never goes out of style. It's always the right choice. It may not solve every issue, but it always adds something good to a difficult situation. Your gentle words or thoughtful actions can comfort someone even when solutions seem impossible. Let all that you do be done with love. 1 Corinthians 16:14. When in doubt, let love lead the way. Your kindness might be exactly what someone needs to find hope again. Chapter 9. Compassion is a language the broken understand. John 11:35. Sometimes words just aren't enough, but compassion speaks to every heart. When someone is hurting deeply, they may not need your advice or your wisdom. They might simply need your presence and your understanding. Compassion crosses all barriers, language differences, cultural gaps, even the walls people build around their pain. It says, I see you, to people who feel invisible, and you matter to those who feel forgotten. Jesus showed us this perfectly. When his friend Lazarus died, the Bible simply tells us, Jesus wept, John 11:35. He felt what others were feeling. His compassion spoke volumes without elaborate speeches. You can do the same. Your willingness to sit with someone in their pain, to listen without judging, to show you care, this is a powerful language that reaches the deepest places in a broken heart. Chapter 10. Be the answer to someone's prayer. Luke 6:38. Have you ever needed help desperately and suddenly received exactly what you needed from a kind stranger or friend? That's what you can be for someone else today. God often answers prayers through people just like you. When you feel that nudge in your heart to help someone, pay attention. It might be a divine assignment. That coffee you buy for a struggling coworker, that encouraging text you send, that helping hand you offer, these might be the exact answers to someone's prayers. Imagine that. You could be someone's miracle today. The Bible tells us, give, and it will be given to you. Luke 6:38. When you become the answer to someone else's prayer, you'll discover that your own needs are met in amazing ways too. Your kindness matters more than you know. Be ready and willing. Someone is praying for exactly what you can give. Chapter 11. Kindness isn't a sign of weakness, it's proof of God within you. Galatians 5:22. Wow! Did you know that when you're kind in our often cold world, you're actually showing incredible strength? That's right. Your kindness isn't weakness. It's powerful evidence that God is working in your heart. It takes real courage to respond with love when being bitter would be so much easier. Every time you choose a gentle word or a helpful action, you're letting God's light shine through you. You're not just being nice, you're showing everyone what Jesus looks like in human form. Remember, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, gentleness, goodness, faith. Your kindness proves God's Spirit is alive in you. Chapter 12. Love looks like compassion in action. 1 John 3:18. True love isn't just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It shows up in what we do. Real love gets its hands dirty serving others. It listens carefully when someone needs to talk. It stays loyal even when times get tough. When you act with compassion, you're showing the world Jesus' heart. If we say we follow Jesus, our steps should leave footprints of mercy wherever we go. The way we treat others tells the truth about our relationship with God, because God is love. As the Bible reminds us, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. Your actions speak louder than your words. Chapter 13. Be a safe place in a harsh world. Psalm 61:3. Everyone around you is fighting battles you can't see. You can be their safe haven, the place where they can breathe easier, express their real feelings, and know they truly matter. When you offer grace instead of quick judgment, people feel God's presence through you. The amazing thing? Being someone's refuge doesn't drain your energy. It actually fills you up. As you pour kindness into others, your own spirit gets refreshed too. God designed us this way. Just as the psalm says, "Thou hast been a shelter for me and a strong tower from the enemy." You can be that shelter for someone today. Chapter 14. Kindness breaks down the walls that words cannot. Proverbs 15:1. Have you noticed how rarely arguments change people's minds? But kindness has amazing power to melt away defenses. A thoughtful gesture done with a humble heart can reach places that the best debate never could. People might resist your words, but they'll remember your compassion for years. Your gentle answers, warm smiles, and patient responses are powerful tools in God's hands. They create space for truth to enter hearts. As Proverbs wisely tells us, a soft answer turneth away wrath. Your kindness might just be the key that unlocks someone's heart. Chapter 15. Be a vessel of God's mercy, not just a receiver. Matthew 10:8. It feels wonderful to receive God's grace, doesn't it? But here's the exciting part. We're not saved just to soak up blessings. We're saved to pass them on. God calls you to extend the same incredible mercy you've received to everyone around you. Every kind act you perform reflects the good news of Jesus. As freely as you've been forgiven, you can forgive others. As generously as you've been loved, you can love those around you. Jesus said it clearly, freely ye have received, freely give. What an amazing privilege we have. Chapter 16. Kindness doesn't expire, it endures forever. 1 Corinthians 13. Fashion trends come and go, technology gets outdated, but kindness never goes out of style. God's word promises that love never fails. When your kindness flows from genuine love, it reaches into eternity. Years from now, someone might still remember that one moment when you showed them compassion. That's how you build a lasting legacy. That's how you create kingdom impact that lasts forever. As the Bible beautifully puts it, charity never faileth. Your kindness today creates ripples that never end. Chapter 17. True greatness is shown through servant-hearted kindness. Matthew 23:11. The world measures greatness by fame, money, and power, but Jesus completely flipped this idea upside down. The Son of God knelt to wash dirty feet. He loved people everyone else avoided. That's what real greatness looks like. You don't need an impressive title or a big platform to make a difference. In God's kingdom, the truly great people are those who quietly serve others with joy and compassion. Jesus made this crystal clear. But he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. Your humble acts of kindness make you truly great in God's eyes. Chapter 18. Your gentle spirit is a witness for Christ. Philippians 4. In our loud, aggressive world, Your gentle spirit stands out like a lighthouse. Your calm presence speaks volumes without saying a word. Through your peaceful approach to life, you become a walking advertisement for Jesus and his power to transform lives. People are naturally drawn to those who carry Christ's spirit. Your kindness might be exactly the invitation someone needs to start seeking God for themselves. The Bible encourages us, "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand." Your gentle nature points others directly to Jesus. Chapter 19. Lead with love, even in conflict. Ephesians 4:15. Disagreements happen. They're just part of life. But how you handle conflict makes all the difference. When you respond with grace, even to people you disagree with, you're showing real spiritual maturity. True love doesn't avoid difficult truths, but it always wraps truth in patience and humility. That's how broken relationships get restored and wounded hearts find healing. As Ephesians reminds us, we should be speaking the truth in love. Your loving approach to conflict can change everything. Chapter 20. Kindness echoes into eternity. Matthew 10:42. Every act of kindness you perform is like tossing a pebble into a pond. The ripples spread much further than you can see. You might never know the full impact of your compassionate actions, but God does. He takes every small deed done with love and uses it for eternal purposes. That smile you offered to a stranger, that helping hand you extended to a neighbor, these might be the very sparks that lead someone closer to Jesus. As Jesus promised, "And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward." Your kindness matters forever. Chapter 21. Reflect the heart of Jesus, one kind act at a time. Philippians 2:5. Wow, imagine this. You can show the world what Jesus is like through your everyday kindness. That's right. Jesus didn't just talk about love. He showed it in everything he did. When you choose to be kind, you're like a mirror reflecting Jesus to everyone around you. For some people, your kindness might be the clearest picture of Jesus they ever see. Here's something amazing to remember. Even when nobody notices your kind acts, heaven does. God sees every single time you choose kindness. With each compassionate thing you do, you're painting a beautiful picture of Christ for people whose hearts are hurting. You are making a real difference. Chapter 22. Kindness builds what criticism tears down. Ephesians 4:31-32. Think about this. Criticism points out what's wrong, but kindness helps fix it. When you choose to lift people up instead of breaking them down, you're working alongside Jesus to rebuild lives brick by brick. How incredible is that? Remember, people aren't projects. They're precious to God. When someone needs correction, leading with love creates the perfect environment for them to actually listen and grow. Your kindness creates a safe space for healing to happen. You have the power to build people up. Chapter 23. You don't need to understand everything to offer kindness. Romans 12:15. Here's a freeing truth. You don't have to understand someone's struggle to show them compassion. Your job isn't to solve every problem or figure out why people act the way they do. Your mission is simply to love like Jesus did, without conditions. When you're not sure what to do, choose empathy. Sometimes just listening with your heart and being gently present helps more than 1,000 solutions ever could. Your compassionate presence is powerful. Chapter 24. Let grace be your first response, not your last resort. John 1:16. Think about this. What if grace became your first instinct instead of your backup plan? What if you could train your heart to lead with compassion before anything else? Grace doesn't mean ignoring the truth. It means approaching truth with tenderness. There's incredible power in responding with grace. It's holy, it's Christ-like, and it literally changes lives. You can be a grace giver who transforms situations. Chapter 25. You're never wasting time when you're loving people. Matthew 25:40. Yes, kindness might slow you down or interrupt your plans, but in God's eyes, it's never a waste of time. People are his highest priority, and when you serve them, you're actually serving God himself. How amazing is that? Even small moments of compassion, like sharing tears, offering a helping hand, or saying a quick prayer, these echo through eternity. Love is always worth your time. The minutes you spend in kindness are some of the most valuable minutes of your day. Chapter 26. Gentle words can shift the atmosphere. Proverbs 16:24. Your words have incredible power. Just one gentle phrase spoken in love can completely change the feeling in a room. When you speak kindness out loud, you can calm storms and bring peace to conflicts. Make the choice to let your words carry healing, not harm. Speak life over others and watch how God's peace begins to fill the space around you. Your kind words can create an atmosphere where God's presence is felt. Chapter 27. When you serve others, you serve the Lord. Galatians 5:13. Here's a mind-blowing truth. Kindness isn't just for people, it's for God Himself. Every single time you help a neighbor, a stranger, or a friend in need, you are actually ministering directly to God's heart. Don't wait for a special title or position to be used by God. The kitchen sink, the checkout line, the sidewalk, all of these places become holy ground when you serve with love. Your everyday acts of service are powerful ministry. Chapter 28. A kind spirit is a quiet revolution. Romans 12:21. In a world that loves outrage and conflict, your kindness is revolutionary. While others are shouting, competing, or spreading hate, you're choosing something different. You're choosing love over reaction and compassion over chaos. Your kindness might not make headlines, but it will change hearts. It's like a quiet revolution, a powerful movement of God's kingdom breaking through. Your gentle spirit is more powerful than you know. Chapter 29. God works through ordinary acts of compassion. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Great news. You don't need a platform or pulpit to be used by God in powerful ways. Sometimes the most amazing ministry happens in the simplest moments, like sharing a meal, holding a door open, or giving an encouraging word. God loves using humble, everyday kindness. He specializes in the unseen acts of compassion that most people overlook. Every small kindness you offer carries God's fingerprints and His power to transform lives. Chapter 30. Live in such a way that others thank God for you. Philippians 1:3. Your kindness leaves a lasting legacy. Long after you've gone, people will remember how you made them feel. You can be the kind of person whose love is so genuine that it points others to Jesus and makes them praise God. Imagine living in such a way that your life becomes a reason for others to be grateful, not just to you, but to God Himself. You can be a blessing that people never forget. Your kindness can inspire thanksgiving that lasts forever. Chapter 31. Speak life, even when it's easier to criticize. Ephesians 4:29. Wow, your words are like superpowers. They can build people up or tear them down. In today's world, it's super easy to point out what's wrong with everything. But guess what? You have the amazing ability to speak life instead. Think about it. Your words could be exactly what someone needs to hear today. When you choose to say something positive instead of critical, you're doing something really special. You're showing God's love. Jesus wants us to build each other up, not tear each other down. When your words are full of encouragement, hope, and kindness, you're breathing new life into someone who might be feeling really tired or sad. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying. Ephesians 4:29. Chapter 32. You can be right and still choose to be kind. 2 Timothy 2:24. Being right feels awesome, but here's a life-changing truth. You can be correct and kind at the same time. Real wisdom isn't just knowing the right answer. It's knowing how to share that answer with love and gentleness. Think of it like this. Truth is the medicine, but kindness is the spoonful of sugar that helps it go down. When you speak with both truth and kindness, people can actually hear what you're saying. Jesus never compromised on truth, but He always approached people with love first. You can do the same thing. Let your kindness be the door that opens hearts to hear what you have to say. The servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men. 2 Timothy 24. Chapter 33. Kindness is the overflow of a heart anchored in God. Matthew 12:34. Here's an amazing secret. You don't have to force yourself to be kind. When your heart is deeply connected to God, kindness just naturally flows out of you, like water from a fountain. The more time you spend with God, praying, reading His Word, worshiping Him, the more His goodness fills you up until it spills over onto everyone around you. It's like charging your phone. You plug into God, and then you have plenty of power to share. So don't just try harder to be nice. Draw closer to God. When you're filled with His love, peace, and joy, being kind becomes your natural response, not something you have to fake. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Matthew 12:34. Chapter 34. Be a beacon of light in someone's storm. Matthew 5:14. Life gets tough sometimes. Everyone you meet is fighting battles you know nothing about. That's why your kindness matters so much. It's like turning on a lighthouse in the middle of someone's darkest storm. You don't need to have all the answers or say perfect things. Sometimes just being there, listening, or offering a smile can help someone find their way when they feel totally lost. Your kindness might be exactly what gives someone the strength to keep going for one more day. That's powerful stuff. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Matthew 5:14. Chapter 35. Don't wait for the perfect moment to be kind. Ecclesiastes 3:15. Stop waiting for the perfect chance to show kindness. Kindness isn't something we schedule. It's how we live every single day. If you're always waiting for the right moment, you'll miss 1,000 chances to make a difference right now. Every single interaction, at school, at work, online, in line at the store, is an opportunity to show God's love to someone. Even small acts of kindness can change someone's whole day. A sincere compliment, holding a door, sending an encouraging text. Don't underestimate how powerful these little things can be. The perfect time to be kind is always now. To everything there is a season, a time to embrace. Ecclesiastes 3:15. Chapter 36. Let your compassion outweigh your judgment. Luke 6:36. It's so easy to judge others. Our brains are wired to notice what's wrong. But Jesus challenges us to a higher way, letting compassion win over criticism every single time. When you choose understanding instead of condemnation, you create space for healing and growth. Think about how many times God has been patient with you. Now you get to pass that same amazing grace on to others. Compassion doesn't mean you ignore problems. It means you approach them with a helping hand instead of a pointing finger. That's the Jesus way. Be ye therefore merciful as your Father also is merciful. Luke 6:36. Chapter 37. A loving touch speaks when words can't. Luke 4:40. Sometimes words just aren't enough. In life's hardest moments, grief, fear, overwhelming joy, a gentle hug, a hand on the shoulder, or simply sitting quietly beside someone can say more than 1,000 words ever could. Kindness isn't always spoken. It's felt through your actions and presence. You can be the hands and feet of Jesus by showing up and staying close when someone is hurting. Your presence tells people they're not alone, and that message is incredibly powerful. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give is simply being there. They brought unto him all sick people, and he laid his hands on every one of them and healed them. Luke 4:40. Chapter 38. When you make space for others, you make room for God. 1 Peter 4:9. One of the greatest gifts you can give someone is your full attention. In today's busy, distracted world, truly listening to someone is like giving them gold. When you make space for people to share their story, express their feelings, or even just sit in silence, you're showing them the welcoming heart of Jesus. You're saying, you matter, you belong here. And here's the amazing part. When you welcome others this way, God shows up in that space too. Making room for people in your life means making room for God to work through you. Use hospitality one to another without grudging. 1 Peter 4:9. Chapter 39. Don't just pass by, pause to care. Luke 10:37. Remember the Good Samaritan? When everyone else was too busy or scared to help, he stopped. He noticed someone in need and did something about it. In our rushed lives, pausing for others is a radical act of love. True kindness will cost you something, maybe your time, comfort, or convenience, but it can literally change someone's life. Your interruption might be someone else's miracle. That moment when you stop scrolling, look up from your phone, or pause your busy schedule could be exactly when God wants to use you to help someone. Go and do thou likewise. Luke 10:37. Chapter 40. Compassion is courage wearing a smile. 1 John 4:18. It takes real bravery to be kind in a world where bitterness, anger, and division are everywhere. But compassion is making that bold choice to love anyway, to keep smiling, serving, forgiving, and helping even when it's hard. Jesus showed incredible courage by loving people everyone else rejected. That same spirit of bold compassion now lives in you. You have the power to break cycles of negativity with your kindness. Don't underestimate how revolutionary a genuinely kind heart can be in today's world. Your compassion is a form of holy courage that pushes back darkness. Perfect love casteth out fear. 1 John 4:18. Chapter 41. Be a bridge, not a barrier. Matthew 5:9. Kindness builds bridges between hearts that would otherwise stay divided. Think about it. You don't need to agree with someone to show them kindness. All you need is love in your heart. When you choose compassion instead of judgment, you're creating beautiful connections instead of putting up walls. Here's the amazing truth. You don't have to fix everybody you meet. Your job isn't to change people. It's to meet them exactly where they are with the same kindness that Jesus shows us. Then you can step back and watch God work his miracles. Remember what Jesus taught us. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5:9. Chapter 42. See people through the eyes of grace. 1 Samuel 16:7. Wow. Think about how Jesus saw people. He didn't just focus on their mistakes and weaknesses. He saw their potential. He saw who they could become. When you look at others through grace-colored glasses, you'll treat them with the kindness and hope they were created to experience. Try this today. Ask God to give you his eyes that look past the surface problems and struggles to see the beautiful soul underneath. When you start seeing people this way, compassion just naturally follows. Man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7, chapter 43. Be present. That's the kindest thing you can do. Romans 12:15. In our world of constant distractions, giving someone your complete attention is like giving them gold. When you put down your phone, look someone in the eyes, and truly listen, you're showing them they matter in a powerful way. Jesus never rushed past people who needed him. He stopped, he listened, he stayed. You can do the same. Sometimes just being there is the miracle someone needs. Your presence can be more healing than any words you might say. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Romans 12, chapter 44. Kindness often requires nothing but a willing heart. 2 Corinthians 8:12. Great news. You don't need to be rich, famous, or super talented to spread kindness. All you need is willingness, a heart that's open and ready to be used by God in small but meaningful ways. God is amazing at multiplying even the tiniest acts done with love. That smile, that text message, that quick prayer, he can turn them into something beautiful. All he asks is that you make yourself available and willing to be hands and feet today. If there be first a willing mind, it is accepted. 2 Corinthians 8 verse 12, chapter 45, heal with your hands, even if they're empty. Acts 3:6, but you do have hands, hands that can lift up someone who's fallen down, hands that can serve a meal, hands that can offer comfort through a gentle touch. God often uses what's in your hands to bring healing. Don't underestimate what you can offer. Your empty hands, filled with God's love, can carry powerful grace to others. Sometimes just holding someone's hand through a hard time is the greatest ministry of all. Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee. Acts 3 chapter 46. The fruit of kindness never spoils. Galatians 5:22-23. Unlike trophies that collect dust or achievements that fade with time, kindness has no expiration date. A loving act you do today can continue bearing fruit for years and years to come, growing sweeter in the memory of those you touched. Want to invest in something that lasts forever? Choose kindness, mercy, and grace. These are the fruits that never rot or decay. They keep multiplying through time and into eternity. The fruit of the Spirit is gentleness, goodness. Galatians 5:20-23. Chapter 47. It costs nothing to be kind, but the return is eternal. Matthew 10 verse 42. Kindness is absolutely free to give, but its impact is priceless. Even if nobody says thank you, God sees what you've done. Even if your kindness goes unnoticed by others, it still matters tremendously. In heaven's economy, even the smallest act of love, like Offering someone a cup of cold water when they're thirsty carries eternal weight and reward. Nothing done with love is ever wasted or forgotten by God. Even a cup of cold water, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Matthew 10:42. Chapter 48. A kind heart is a strong witness. John 13:35. You don't always need to preach sermons or quote Bible verses to share your faith. Your actions, your smile, your patience in difficult situations, these things often speak much louder than any words could. People notice when kindness is genuine. In a world where everyone is searching for something real and true, let your compassion be living proof of your faith in Jesus. Your kindness might be the only Bible some people ever read. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. John 13:35. Chapter 49. Kindness is love in motion. John 3:18. Love that stays just as a feeling inside us is only an intention, but when you serve others, give generously, help someone in need, or forgive someone who hurt you, that's when love becomes visible. It moves, breathes, and blesses others through acts of kindness. Don't just feel compassion, let it move you to action. Let love be the engine that powers your hands and feet to make a difference in someone's life today. Let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. 1 John 3:18. Chapter 50. Never underestimate the power of a gentle spirit. Psalm 18:35. Gentleness might not make headlines or get millions of likes on social media, but it heals deep wounds that harsh words and actions could never touch. In our loud, aggressive world, the quiet strength of kindness often speaks the loudest. Remember, gentleness isn't weakness or being passive. It's an intentional choice to approach others with care and respect. It's how Jesus draws us to himself, and it's how we can draw others to him too. Thy gentleness hath made me great. Psalm 18:35.